Hello everyone, my name is Jared and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go down, just basically explain this video and why it's just my hand, disembodied hand, sitting on the hood of my truck. In other words, so, what the issue is that my truck, basically, needs more tools. I went to I bought a whole brake system, well not whole brake system, I bought whole new brake parts for my truck, front rotors, rear drum brakes, the components for the spring components for the drum, the rear drums, brake pads, rear shoes, drum shoes and all that. And well, I have one thing to say. One, these rotors and drum pads must be rather new. However, there isn't a lot of wear on them, meaning that my rear drums are probably going to be worn to hell. My rear shoe is going to be worn to hell. And my drums are warped because when a 3-mile drive to O'Reilly's became a 13-mile drive because I took a turn too damn early. Thus, I put my truck through its paces. I was all the way up in Raleigh, and then I had to turn all the way. I ended up in Raleigh, so I ended up having to drive all the way back, taking a detour that took me through All-American High Freeway, I believe. I don't remember, but I literally drove out of Fayetteville and then drove back in, got onto the main road, and I was back at O'Reilly's just to pick up these dang brakes. However, while I was driving, during some stops, I was getting a pulsating motion and with my brakes, meaning my truck was basically jerking back and forth, as I slowed down. And then as I was accelerating, I was getting the same results, and that got me concerned because my truck wasn't accelerating. Because the more gas I would give it, the worse it would do. I immediately thought I had a flat tire. Though after doing a quick check after pulling over and checking, I didn't have a flat tire. So I continued driving, the issue kind of disappeared. Though, after relaying the information from the master mechanic of the family, i.e. my grandfather, he said my drums are probably warped. My rear drums are probably warped. So, that's why I bought new brakes. And other than that, damn bug. But other than that, this vehicle has some really interesting brakes. But however, tools I'm going to need. I'm not sure if I said them already, but I'm going to say them again. I'm going to need a sledgehammer or a drop-dead mallet. One of those mallets full of buckshot or something. Or plastic pellets, whatever. I'm going to need a large wrench or a socket set. A rather large socket set. Because as me attempting to pull the rotor out, it came to my suspicion that the rotor is probably bolted to the axle directly. Thus, meaning I'm going to have to remove the cotter pin and unbolt it, and buying new cotter pins. Because this thing's already has so many friggin' moving parts. I had to get a 4x4. I don't know how to work on a 4x4. Alright, so this is going to be a learning experience for me. In other words, I'm going to have some fun. And a pry bar, because you always need a pry bar. You always got to pry something loose. Friggin' sway bar gets bent, just take the pry bar and just bend it straight. I don't know. Ugh. Damn, throat's getting all stuffy again. But other than that, I've been having some fun. Had a good old lunch. Had a whole cooked pig. It was delicious. You should try it sometimes. It's called going outside or joining the army, being a man, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Anyways, what I need to do is, one, I need to go back to Harbor Freight, which is about a 14-mile drive. I've been back, so about 20 miles to Harbor Freight. Actually, no, the one that's the one that's by the mall is closed, still under construction. But, anyways, once I get that all figured out, then I can go and, what was it? Once I get the brakes sorted out, I'm gonna take this thing to the shop and ask them what they can do about my fuel gauge. So, and then they can go and check that out. It's more or less probably gonna result them pulling out my dash and checking my gauge. That's gonna be a friggin' mess, so I'm gonna expect a really high fee a really expensive fee, so I'm probably gonna actually just go pull out some cash for that. And what else? Other than that, I'm probably gonna yeah, I'm actually gonna look into getting the front shaft for my truck because it's not attached, and it would make it a hell of a lot easier to deal with it because once I get that front shaft attached, these front wheels aren't gonna be moving anywhere, and probably be a hell of a lot easier for me because all I gotta do is unbolt it, and I'd be trying to crank the whole engine from one wheel. Other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Fuel gauge, getting the fuel gauge fixed eventually. Tires, well, no, get the brakes changed. Oh yeah, winter's coming. Slowly, it's coming. It's actually like probably high 70s right now, but it's really windy, so it feels really nice out. So, and I'm gonna need to get the heater. I'm gonna need to look into getting how the hell to get my defrosters working. So that's probably another thing I'm gonna look into. Tell them fix my defrosters because I don't know why they're broken. More or less, they're probably gonna tell me that it's not gonna be. They can't find parts, and I'm gonna have to go. They're gonna have to go and get make a whole new system for me, redo the whole system. Though, which I'm kind of willing to accept, because this truck. Well, I also need to get a weather gasket for the driver's side door. Probably I go to O'Reilly's, get a whole new set. There is a store website I found online where I could buy parts. Like I could buy panels. I could actually buy a new driver's side door. I could probably look into getting that. Though in doing so, I'm gonna have to probably paint the door, and that's not gonna be fun. Though it shouldn't be much of an issue, cause I don't know. I'm tired as hell. Had a long day. Got released at like 3 o'clock. So, other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed. This video's gotten way too long than I've wanted. This after the 3rd attempt. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe on my misadventures of this damn truck. I'm like really tired and I really don't care now. I'm gonna deal with it tomorrow. Let tomorrow's me deal with it. So, off to the parts store tomorrow, and I'll probably post a video sometime tomorrow. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.